Hello everybody and welcome into the SFA Season 16 College Football Playoff Opening Round. We are coming from an absolutely incredible game between Wyoming and USC. If you haven't watched that one, go check it out. It's already up on the YouTube channel. But we are here for the 8-9 matchup. And with the new format, with all conference champions getting in, the 9 spot is going to be highly looked at, as that will be one of the only 2 at-large bids in this field, and that is your Auburn Tigers. They did not play in the SEC Championship. They got this spot because of their early season head-to-head win over North Carolina, so we'll see if Coach Cabbage can go on the road to the Big Ten champion Minnesota that's had a bit of a dream year, if you want to call it that. If you look at their roster, really nothing stands out, but they play tough. They have had some miraculous wins against like Florida State on BearCave in the middle of the year. So Coach Rick has his boys ready to go. This is Minnesota's second playoff appearance in their career, Auburn's first in the SFA, and this is the first time these two teams are meeting, so it's going to be a lot of fun. It will be at Minnesota, so it might be a snow game. We'll see what happens there, but I'm excited to get this one going. As always, this is the SFA. It's an online dynasty, ran through Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. You can jump in, claim an open team, build them up, and win a national championship. If you do end up winning the national championship, I'll send you a real-life trophy and some merch from Home Field Apparel for your team. So go check out Home Field Apparel. Use code SFA. Great holiday gift, great Christmas gift. So go check them out. You can still get your stuff shipped for Christmas. So let's go through it. Auburn's been one of the top teams in the country this year. They finally, it seems, fixed their offense that really has sputtered in recent years. We'll see if they can put it all together here. Is Alfonso Jackson, the redshirt senior, the 99 overall, very speedy guy. And then running back, Brandon Price is not rumored to play. He is doubtful. So it's going to be a kind of a mix between Will Blount and their fullback, Jamie Watkins, who's really sparked this offense in recent times that we've watched them. He's played very well, so we'll see what he can do here today. Wide receiver, you got the SFA player Kofi Garnett, Tommy Allen, and Greg Thomas, and then they've got some really good tight ends. You've got LaHonda Dickerstick, the SFA player, and Isaac Logan. On the offensive line, Eric Hall, Anthony Houston, Maurice Davis, Dan Thomas, and Josh Smith. This team always seems to put out one of the better offensive lines in the country. On defense, you got the SFA player, Bradrick Bulu. On the other side, Carlos Johnson. And in the middle, Derek Brown and the number 2 overall recruit, Quinshawn Holyfield. Linebacker, you got Blake Powell. SFA player, one of my favorite players in the SFA, Calais Ingram, 89 overall. And then you've got Paul Charles as well. At corner, they got Thomas Franklin, Keon Beachcastle, the SFA player, and Leon Keller. And in the back, they got Kyle Brown and Dominique Young. And their kicker is a redshirt senior, 85 overall. He's 7 of 9 on the year. He has good power, good accuracy. And they will be headed on the road to face Minnesota and Coach Rick, and this is a long ways away from where they used to be with a ton of SFA players. Now they're kind of few and far between, but they're still playing very impactful football. Their starter right now is Ryan Tyler. Jackson Arroyo was the starter last year. He may come in if Coach Rick decides he needs to. Running back is Calvin Warren. You'll also see Josh Muhammad, very good back system they got going on. At wide receiver, John Clark, Freddie McCoy, and Josh Castillo. At tight end, they got Simon Malone. Offensive line looks like this. Not amazing, but they seem to end up getting it done either way. On the defensive end, you got Kyle Owens, Tommy Garcia, and in the middle, A.J. Washington. So very good defensive line here. At linebacker, Ryan Johnson, David Scott, and the Yams legend, Rhett Bush, one of the best linebackers in the country. So see if he can have a big day. At corner, they got Alex McNamara, Eric Lombardi, the SFA player. He was a reject. Ronnie Coley and Adam Hancock. And in the back, you got David Meyer and Eli Hayford, I believe, is questionable with an injury, so that might end up being Ben Rivers as well. Terrence Logan, the senior kicker, he has elite accuracy, okay power, so expect not a lot of missed field goals here today. So this is going to be fun, as we got the Big Ten champion against the SEC at-large team. Winner will go on to face the number 1 seed in the Cotton Bowl, the Oklahoma Sooners. And folks, the number 1 seed has not won a game in 5 years in the college football playoff, and the number 1 seed has never won the national championship in the NCAA 14 era. And just to put that into perspective, this is our 10th season on NCAA 14. So kind of ridiculous. We'll get into the matchup here shortly. Rick, if you're here, let me know if you want a specific jersey. Cabbage, you guys don't really have much, so you can kind of pick white or blue, I guess, if you want. This could be a fun one. This could be a snow game. We don't know. Remember, it is at Minnesota. And just a thing to remind you guys here is that this is the first year where we're not inflating teams that make the playoff into the top 12 with the conference champion auto bids. So in the college football rankings, Minnesota's the number 20 team and Auburn's the number 2 team. But in terms of seeding, Minnesota is the 8th seed and Auburn is the number 2 seed. Minnesota is the last conference champion to get a home game, and Auburn is obviously the first at-large team. So let's get on into this. Rick wants the maroon jerseys and the Goldie helmets. Alrighty, the yellow Goldie face, the maroon jerseys. Yeah, I guess gold pants probably going to be the best there. And then for Auburn, I guess they're all whites because I don't see anything from Coach Cabbage. So I got to get my thumbnail. Let's get the prediction going. Remember, we just had a 12-point favorite lose by 10. So who knows what's going to happen here. Auburn is favored on the road by 7.5. Interesting line considering what we just saw. So we'll see if Minnesota or if Auburn can come out on top. Now, we have not watched Minnesota this year in a game day setting. Remember, the entire CFP is a game day setting. So we're not really sure how Minnesota is going to play it out. We have watched Auburn now multiple times in the game day setting, and they've been able to perform. So we'll see if that's an advantage here. Obviously, it's a 9-point overall difference. Auburn's probably going to have the inherent advantage, but we'll see how much home field curbs that. So let me get my thumbnail, and then we'll get on into this. Get those Bobanos going. Remember, guys, we are going for raffle tickets. We'll have a I have a trivia question lined up for halftime, and then obviously you can use your Bobanos to claim them as well. You'll be able to claim those raffle tickets up until the national championship game. So it's going to be fun. Much like a Fish concert, Auburn comes out of the tunnel all white. If you wanna wear your blue jerseys, but it's going to be we're just going to rock with his white jerseys because the blue and the maroon probably is not going to work together. Because Auburn doesn't have any unique stuff, so we'll just go all white. All right, here we go. We'll jump on into it. Get those Bobanos going. This is one of those scenarios where the cold weather might impact it, as you got the SEC team going on the road in December. They are the favorite. There's a lot of talk of this kind of a situation in real life with, like, Tennessee going up to face Ohio State, right? So, going to be a very interesting game. No snow! All right. So, December game, no snow. Looks like clear skies. We'll see how cold it is. I don't see anybody's breath, so may have gotten unlucky with the weather. Here we go. Number 9 versus number 8. Winner takes on Oklahoma. Remember, winner of this game has won the next game the last 5 seasons. That's incredible. So, Oklahoma watching intently. Coach Jay Jettis, he lost in the 1-9 matchup against Rex Beavers in Season 14, so we'll see what happens here. Auburn in Minnesota. Minnesota was not the favorite to win the Big 12 or the Big 10. They beat Michigan. Auburn obviously locked out of the SEC championship by Tennessee, who won the Citrus. So Auburn will start with the ball here today as they break a tackle here. Nice return to start it. They'll get past the 30. So here comes Alfonso Jackson and this offense. The starter will not be Brandon Price in the backfield. It does look like it's Jamie Watkins, the fullback. They're going to audible into the shotgun on this first play. They'll throw it over the middle. Hits his man. It's Tommy Allen for 8 to get us started. So be very interested to see what Auburn can do here. They are the favorites. See if they can get a nice start. They love running these 2-3 tight end sets as they're doing here. Dicker's stick is in motion. Quick throw, and Jackson's going to take off. He finds some room and gets a first down. Nice gain to start the day. The running quarterback definitely makes a difference. We didn't have really either quarterback in the last game really good at scrambling. Now we get a handoff here to Watkins. Runs over the corner, cuts upfield, stays on his feet. Watkins will get 6. So it looks like Auburn's coming out and they want to go physical here early. Offset eye now just across the 50. They almost get a defender to jump. They'll hand it off to Watkins again, and he stops short. We'll get our first third down of the game. So third down for Auburn. They'll come out in split backs. Dicker's stick in the slot. Motion man. Jackson has time. Over the middle, overthrown. So decision time here for Cabbage on the opening drive, and they will go for it. Getting aggressive here on the road. Oh, baby. What a way to start the game. It'll be play action fake. Jackson takes off. Can he get there? Yes, he does. The drive continues. Now across the 40. That is a massive start on the road to settle in. That's a crowd silencer for sure as they go offset eye. Be another handoff here to Watkins, and he gets stuffed. Not much running room here between the tackles early on for Auburn. This dominant defensive line and linebacker core for Minnesota. Shotgun now. Jackson, he's going to throw it. He floats it out of bounds, so a third and long coming. So third down here for Auburn on their opening possession. Jackson over the middle. This time connects. It's a first down for Tommy Allen. Definitely the weaker part of this defense is the secondary. So we'll see if Auburn can find a way to expose them. As Jamie Watkins now gets some room. He gets 6. So some missed opportunities already early here for Minnesota. Welcoming Coach Cryo. 2nd and 4 now for Auburn. Inside the 15, motioning out the tight end. They hand off here to Watkins. He reverses his field. Broken tackle. Runs over a man, and he goes down. There'll be another third down incoming. Minnesota, another chance to get off the field on the opening drive. A bunch to the top. Hand off to Watkins, and he gets the first. And that's where it pays to have the fullback in over Brandon Price. The power run right up the gut. 1st and goal. Dicker's stick in motion. Can they capitalize and punch it home? Floats it out of the back of the end zone. A 2-for-5 start for Jackson. 2nd and 10. Maryland eye time. Fakes it. It's play action. Jackson takes off. There's nobody at the top. Touchdown, Auburn! Jackson does it himself, and Auburn caps off a terrific opening drive. What a start for the Auburn Tigers. Minnesota had every chance to get off the field, and they just couldn't make the play. So here comes the extra point. And unlike USC, Auburn is able, as the favorite, to show up and score early. So now here comes Minnesota. We'll see their first drive. Auburn eating away the clock here in the first quarter. So here comes the quarterback, Ryan Tyler. Bring a blitz. He floats it. First play, it'll be a first down. John Clark, he is the top target, one of the leading receivers in the country. He is an absolute dog. We really didn't take Minnesota as a serious contender until they had that game versus Florida State early on in the year on BearCave. He floats this one out, broken tackle, and he'll get 4. Remember, if Minnesota does win, it will be Coach Jay Jettas versus his former team. Be a very interesting game. 2nd and 6. Tyler keeps it here. He finds a hole, reverses field, brought down by Keon Beachcastle. It'll be 3rd down. So 3rd and 1 here for Minnesota on their first drive. Can they keep the chains moving? They have a wide receiver coming out. Floats it out to him. Can he turn? And no, it's 4th down. Not sure I like the call. And they're going for it. What a call from Rick. At home, 4th and inches in your own territory. It's a jet sweep, and they get it. They go right back to Castillo. Massive nuts here coming from Coach Rick. The Gophers are coming. 1st and 10. Handoff here, and that's going to be another handoff to receiver, John Clark. Getting very creative here, trying to attack this very talented Auburn defense. 7-0. Across the 45. We've already seen both teams go for it on 4th down. Man in motion again. This time they hand it off to Warren, and he'll get 3. Another 3rd down coming. Both teams going very run heavy. We might not see a lot of possessions in this game. Tyler's going to throw. It's a screen pass. Calvin Warren. Can he get to the edge? No, it'll be 4th down. So will they go for it again? Yes, they will. No man's land, getting aggressive. What is the call? Tyler, delay, give, and they're going to get it. I love the start from both of these teams. They're just both unwilling to give the ball back to the other side. 1st and 10, now another motion. A shovel, and he goes down. Keon Beachcastle early involved in the run game. Second and 14. 4 wide, safety coming down. Tyler, he has to take off. He's sacked. Oh no, going backwards. They brought the house. He couldn't find anybody open. It's 3rd and 1,000,000. Gotta hope they can get some of this back and bring out the field goal unit. So Tyler on 3rd and 21. He has some time. He'll just dump this off and get 5 back. And they're going for it again. 4th and 16. What on earth is happening? They'll throw it late, and oh, it's a turnover on downs. That play never had a chance. So Minnesota goes for it 3 times on their opening possession, and they get nothing. I guess they thought it's a little too long for a field goal. Instead of trying to pooch punt, might as well go for it. But now Auburn gets great field position here. So Alfonso Jackson yams it deep, hits his man down the sideline. Tommy Allen for 42. Auburn came to play, the top at-large team. Had to sit at home during conference championship weekend. They came to play. Inside the 20 now is Auburn. Tommy Allen already having a nice day. Handoff here to Jamie Watkins, and he gets 4. Gotta see if this Minnesota defense can find a way to get a stop. Split backs for Jackson. Over the middle. Caught. Touchdown, Kofi Garnett. Auburn leads by 14. What a start for the Auburn Tigers. Coach Cabbage, his first appearance in the playoff, looking good. So now if you're Minnesota, you really got to find a way to clap back. You don't want this one to get ugly. So 1st and 10, Minnesota back on the field, split backs. They mustered a nice drive to start it, but... oh, no, he flips it forward. Lucky they call that an incompletion. That one could have been dangerous. Coach Rick getting very tricky here in his offensive play calls. Not sure if they're working. They try it again, the same play, and it goes nowhere. Oh, boy. So 3rd and 10 now. Last play of the first quarter. Tyler dumps this off. He has to turn upfield, and oh, my God, there's like 7 Tigers right there. Thought he'd had a chance at the first down. So now they bring out the punter on 4th and 2. See if we get a fake punt. That'd be awesome. So first quarter definitely could have gone better here for Minnesota. And a beautiful punt, definitely flipping the field possession. Yeah, exactly. 1st and 10. Auburn, 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Handoff here to Watkins. He gets a big hole. Oh, what a cut. He's still rumbling. 25 for Jamie Watkins. Thanks for coming out, Minnesota. And on the first day of the CFP, are we going to have 2 road teams? 1st and 10 now for Auburn as they're going to audible into split backs. Kofi Garnett coming on down. They bring a blitz. Dumps that late. Watkins stays in bounds. Gets a block. What a play. Everything going right now here for the Tigers. What a block from Dickerstick. So inside the 30 now. I formation. Delay give here to Watkins, and he'll get about a modest 4. Already over 50 yards here for Jamie in the first half. Second and 6. Quick 3-step drop over the middle. Hits his man inside the 5. It's Garnett. Alfonso Jackson coming to play today, man. Doing it all through the air, on the ground. First and goal. Fullback dive. He stood up. Isaac Logan can't bring it home. He's the backup tight end. Second and goal now. Maryland I. Jackson. Handoff. Touchdown, Auburn. They take a 3-score lead. And this is what we thought might be happening to Wyoming, not Minnesota. Both home teams struggling here early in their games. See if Minnesota can wake up here before this one gets scary. But we might be witnessing a murder here. But fun fact, in this game last year in the 8-9 matchup with Boston College and Texas, it was the opposite way. Boston College jetted out to a 3-score lead and choked in the fourth quarter to Texas. So, you can always see comebacks. You never know what we're going to get, but Coach Rick has to make some adjustments. No, Dogwire, because I didn't want, in the threat of the massive, blowout or something, I didn't want to have them both on one day. Second and 8. Handoff to Calvin Warren. He cuts up field. Doesn't get much. Third and 5 now. Trying to avoid a 3-and-out here. Tyler drops back. He yams it deep down the seam. 20 yards over their head. What is happening? Ryan Tyler, man. I'm not sure what he saw. So here comes the punt unit back on out. And you got to help this defense can doing. This defense needs to do something, man. First and 10, I form for Auburn. Up 3 scores. The toss to the right-hand side. Nice play by the corner. Slips the block, chops him down a little bit, allows the defense to come help him out. That's a big-time play. Worst thing you can do is get the edge sealed if you're a corner. Second and 11 now here. Jackson under center. Starting to stack the box a little bit. Quick 3-man drop. He has to just throw it away. Instant pressure. And Minnesota's going to have to rely on this defensive line. That is their strength. Third and 11. They'll hand it off on third down, and that's a 3-and-out for Auburn. All right, there we go. If you're Minnesota, that's what you needed. Get this crowd back into it. Still plenty of time if you're a Gopher fan. Here's the return. He gets to the outside. Oh, there we go. 26 for Coley. Trying to inject some life into this team. Let's go. Big time start. They'll start at their own 46. Quick option for Tyler. It goes nowhere. Bradrick Bulu, the SFA player, brings him down. 2 SFA stars on this defensive line. This D-line's going to be scary in the coming years. They got Quinshawn Holyfield and Bulu on the edge. 2nd and 13. Castillo gets the carry. They seal the edge for him. He gets out wide, and he gets 11. A lot of different guys getting carries in this Minnesota offense. 3rd and 2. They're 0 for 5 on 3rd down. That is the big number. Can they find a conversion? Motion. Shovel. Keeps it, and he stretches and doesn't get it. And we're getting a booth review. Not often you see a review for the line to gain. Does he get it? He outstretches. Where does that elbow go down? Going to be very interesting. Does he get there? What an effort from Tyler.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
And they reverse it, so does that mean? It does! A fresh set of downs! Finally, something goes their way. The second effort from Tyler keeps it going. And now he floats this to the corner. Caught! Down the sideline! Here comes Minnesota down to the 1. Wide open! This time he doesn't overthrow him by 30 yards. All Minnesota needed was 1 break. And they're at the 1. Can the Gophers punch it in? The handoff. Touchdown, Minnesota! They cut the lead to 14. That is exactly what they needed. All set up by a big punt return. Here come the Gophers. All right, now Auburn, man. They went 3 and out last time. We'll see a return here. And oh, what a hit! Anthony Griffin gets flattened inside the 20. Now, all of a sudden, the momentum has shifted a little bit. And they're coming out in the goal line. And they'll toss it. What are you doing? Oh, and he stiffies too. Jamie Watkins somehow turns that to 7. How on earth did he do that? Second and 3 now. Handoff to Jamie Watkins, and he gets the first down. Man, he is so tough to bring down. And folks, these fullbacks at running back, that might be the meta. You got Jamie Brown. Now you got Jamie Watkins. Handoff here. This time he goes nowhere, but even still turns it to 3. Continues to fall forward for positive yardage. Second and 7. Inside 3 minutes here in the half. Another handoff to Watkins. This time he goes nowhere. Ben Rivers filling in for Eli Hayford. So 3rd and 7. They're going to throw it now for Jackson. He has time. He runs out. He's sacked. Tommy Garcia gets through. And the punt unit will come back out. So some people were already giving up on Minnesota. But they're still right in this game. They got a nice punt return last time. We'll see if they can do it here. As they're going to get a nice return opportunity. Nobody in sight. 13 for Coley. So 2 minutes for Minnesota. They will get the ball after half as well. So a chance to double up Auburn here. Can they get this option game going? They don't here. Blake Powell on the stop. They can figure out how to start getting positive gains with these plays. They could be scary. 2nd and 13, though. Clock is ticking. They do have all their timeouts. A quick throw on the screen. Finds Clark. He's going to push forward. What an effort. He gets 11. So 3rd and 2 now for Minnesota. Can they keep the drive going? There'll be a handoff here to the outside. Broken tackle, and he runs out. Muhammad can't get there. So they will end up punting it here. And Auburn calls the timeout. So a missed opportunity if you're an Auburn Tiger. Or I guess if you're a Gopher fan. They will return this one and get past the 20. So 2 straight punts for Auburn. We'll see if they can do anything before halftime. 1 minute and 6 seconds left. 2 timeouts. They're going to come back out under center. They'll throw it over the middle. Tipped away by the linebacker. After an early start, it's been 3 straight incompletions here for Jackson. Split back, sticker stick in the slot. 4-man rush. Jackson delivers it. It's intercepted in the flat. It's going to be a pick 6 for the Gophers. What a play by Ben Rivers, who is the backup filling in for Eli Hayford. What a splash play for the Gophers. Out of nowhere. It's a 7-point game. Holy cow. Here come the Gophers. Disaster for the Auburn Tigers. Alfonso Jackson reverting to his younger self with the turnover issues. 54 seconds now, and they had a 3-score lead just erased in the blink of an eye. Minnesota will get the ball after halftime, so Auburn needs to try and do something with these 54 seconds. Dicker stick in motion. Dumps that off to Logan, and he'll get a nice 9. Clocks is still ticking. They'll hurry it up, empty. 4-man rush. Jackson tries to evade. He's going to get tackled. They'll call it a sack. So it'll be 3rd down now. Third down, back to the line, 25 seconds left. Dicker stick in motion. 4-man rush over the middle, and it's caught for a first. So 18 seconds left. They are in fringe jam range. Probably need a little bit more. Under center. Delayed give there to Jamie Watkins. So it looks like they might be okay just going to halftime. They used the final timeout as well. Interesting decisions here from Cabbage. 15 seconds left. They bring a blitz. It's caught over the middle. He doesn't get to the first. This could end the half. Can they get this off? They're going to try and spike it. And they do. So 4 seconds, they will go for it. Final play of the first half. Alfonso Jackson has time. He's going to yam it deep, and it's incomplete. So as we hit halftime, Minnesota's come storming back, and they're down 7. All right, guys, as we hit halftime, we have another raffle ticket. So Minnesota has made the playoff in Season 13. They beat TCU and made it to the semifinals. The question is, who was their quarterback? I need the full name. First one to put in chat does get a raffle ticket. Who was the quarterback for Minnesota in Season 13 when they made it to the semifinals? This is when Jay Jettas won his last natty. Who was the quarterback? And as we look at the first half stats, Auburn dominated, and then Minnesota came back with that pick 6. We're in for a great second half. Nope. What is the name of the quarterback? All right, here we go. We've got Minnesota getting the ball. They were down 7. First and 10. And Coach Mike gets himself another raffle ticket. Congratulations, it was Slade Roden in his senior year. I'll flash it on the screen here. Season 13, the 4-star. So Mike adds to his collection. 2nd and 11. Floats this one. Ew, miscommunication there from Ryan Tyler and his receiver. You should have watched the halftime show, Jay Jettas. So 3rd down out of the half. Tyler yams it, hits him down the seam. It's Castillo. Minnesota's starting to wake up here, folks. You're right, I won't, Jay Jettas. We'll do some more on Saturday. I'll have ones for the other games. So 1st and 10 now across the 50. Floats it over the middle, and he gets 6. Minnesota was down 21-0. They have a chance to tie it up here. They've been playing lights out. Tyler keeps it. He gets a big run inside the 30. These games have definitely delivered here today on the opening round. Remember, the other opening round games will be Saturday morning. Handoff here to Warren, and he's going to get himself 3. Yeah, Hefty Lefty was amazing, man. I loved him. 2nd and 7. Quick option here for Tyler. He keeps it. He gets a nice run brought down by Calais Ingram. And we haven't talked about Calais a lot yet. He's kind of been in the weeds. He struggled at times this year. One of the better linebackers in the country with the dreads. He struggled this year, but made a play there. 1st down inside the 20. Hands it off to Warren. He gets a nice hole. Cuts a field. Breaks a tackle inside the 5. And this Minnesota team, they don't know when to quit. Not a lot of big-name players, not a lot of big-name SFA guys, but they just keep fighting. 1st and goal. Handoff. Touchdown, Minnesota! We've got a tie game! And he trucked Calais Ingram for for the cherry on top. Look at this. Boof! $21 unanswered for the Gophers. No dog water. I said it in the Citrus Bowl at the end, but Staquavius Gates is the Justin Herbert of the SFA. He's the what-if quarterback. He's definitely he's a social media quarterback, absolutely. I like Skyflyer's message saying he's dumb as a rock. So here we go. Auburn giving up 3 unanswered touchdowns, including a pick 6. Here comes Jamie Watkins, and he's going to do nothing. This defensive line starting to wake up here. Yeah, it's just so funny he had an amazing final drive that was cut down at the 2 on a 4th down. Oh, and what a spin move from Watkins. Fights for 5, but it'll be 3rd down. Chance for a 3 now here. That's not what Cabbage wants here. You want to keep your offense out there a little bit longer at least. So 3rd and 3, man in motion. It'll be a handoff to the outside. He gets it. He gets the edge. There goes Jamie Watkins for 21. Threatening the century mark here. What a play and what another big-time lead block by Dickerstick to spring him. No catches today yet for Dickerstick, but a couple of very important blocks. And they'll hurry this one up. Man in motion again. Offset eye. The play action goes nowhere. Broken sack. What a play from Alfonso Jackson, but he just throws it away. He had time. He could have looked for a big play. Instead, eats 3 yards. So 2nd and 13. Back to the shotgun. Jackson steps up, dumps it to the flat. That's Dickerstick. His first catch of the day. Falls forward for 10. Third and short. Can Auburn get a conversion? They will throw it. He'll take off. Jackson has some room. He cuts off field. He gets smoked, but he gets the first. Jackson hasn't really run much here. Normally he uses his legs a lot better. 1st and 10. They'll hand this off to Jamie Watkins to the outside. He goes nowhere. Rhett Bush. We haven't called his name much today. The Yams legend. He won the Best Linebacker, the Buckus Award in the Yams series. Stolen from A.J. Flanagan, but still cool. 2nd and 12. Handoff here, Jamie, and he gets himself 6. So 3rd and 7 now. Another chance on this drive. The third down. Can Minnesota make a play? Dickerstick in motion. Jackson will throw. It's a blitz. Over the middle. Caught. And Allen stretches. I don't know about that spot, but they'll give him the first. Inside the 25. Auburn fighting back here. 10th play of the drive. Handoff here to Jamie. Up the gut. Stays on his feet. And gets 10. 110 yards on the day for the backup running back. And I think with Brandon Price out, Jamie Watkins just fits what they needed more. Like, this offense feels a lot better when he's running the ball. So 2nd and inches, they'll hand it off again to Watkins. He breaks one, falls forward, gets the first down. They'll be inside the 10 here. They can actually still get a first down here about the 1 yard line. Quick audible. Jackson to the end zone, and double coverage tipped away by David Meyer. Nice play there from the safety, trying to find Tommy Allen. 2nd and 10. 2 tight ends on the field. Handoff here, it's Power to the edge, broken tackle, and Watkins gets maybe 2. Another 3rd down. Can Minnesota get off the field here? It's empty for Jackson. They bring up blitz. It's a mid-screen. What a call, but it goes nowhere. The perfect play on paper doesn't work. So the field goal unit comes on out to give them the lead. It's going to be about a 25-yarder. It's up, and it's good for the Tigers. They retake the lead. They've yet to trail in this game, but they led by as many as 21, so don't feel great about the 3-point lead here. So Minnesota, man, this is another team that just refuses to quit, much like that Wyoming team. 1st and 10. Home crowd behind them. Tyler waking up here in the 2nd half. He gets a nice play. Oh, missed tackle. Warren gets 19. Gave up a ton of extra yards there on the angle route with the missed tackle from the linebacker, Paul Charles. Just completely over-pursued. So 1st and 10 now at the 45. Trips right. Castillo in motion to the backfield. Hand it off here to Warren, and Ingram brings him down. Only 9 carries today for Warren. Give a lot of carries to a lot of different players. 4 wide now. And it's a keeper for Tyler. He pulls it last second, but he can't really do much. The pursuit on the outside is crazy for Auburn. Tons of speed on this defense. Now it's 3rd and 7. Split backs here for Minnesota. Tyler, he yams it deep. It's intercepted. They're going the other way. He underthrew the corner route. And Auburn gets it back. So will that flip the momentum back towards the Tigers? As his 3rd quarter starts coming to the end. Takes the handoff, play action for Jackson. He throws that one, and they'll call it a catch. Garnett got the toe in. And we'll review this one, the SFA player. Possession guy, see if he gets that back foot. Does it stay down? It comes up. Ooh, that one's not gonna stay.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So another call reversed here tonight, as this will now be 2nd and 10. So missed opportunity there for Auburn. They'll hand this one off, and stiffied in the backfield, but they corral him and make the play. Impossible to bring Watkins down on first contact, but they swarm. 3rd and 9. Chance to get off the field after the interception. Split backs here for Auburn. They bring a corner blitz. They get to him. What a call from Coach Rick there to dial up the loaded blitz on the weak side. And that's a 3 and out. So Minnesota gets it right back. They can return this one. They've done a great job returning. That's their 3rd return past 13 yards tonight. So they'll start at their own 40. Tyler coming back out after the interception. Hand this one off to Warren, and he powers for 7. And that will do it. So at the end of the third quarter, this one looked like it'd be a blowout. Minnesota has stormed back, but they're down 3. 1 quarter left. Who is going to take on Oklahoma? Jay Jetta's former team or their conference rival? 2nd and 3, handoff here to Warren. He gets a big hole, first down. They're now across the 50. Split backs here for Ryan Tyler. Corners playing off, more triple option. He flips it out to Muhammad. He pushes forward, and he'll get himself 9. They're now in fringe field goal range, a 52-yarder from here. Split backs yet again. Hand this off to Warren up the gut. That will be a first down. He stays on his feet. They finally call him down. And Calvin Warren's starting to take some of this running back share. 1st and 10. Castillo in motion. It'll be a shovel. He keeps it himself and gets back to the line of scrimmage. The shovel has not worked well tonight. 2nd and 10. What is the call from Rick? It's Castillo back in motion. It's just going to be a keeper for Tyler. No one saw it coming. Inside the 15 for Ryan Tyler. Everybody was caught with their pants down looking at Castillo. And Tyler just ran to the corner. What a call from Rick. 1st and 10 for Minnesota. This time they hand it off. Oh, it's a nice hole. That's a touchdown for Minnesota. They take the first lead of the ball game. Freddie McCoy found the hole and he converted. Incredible blocking. And just a shocking change of events from that first quarter where Auburn dominated. Rick, this has been an incredible game. You're going to want to watch the highlights. After it was 21-0, you guys found a way to score, and then it kind of opened the floodgates. You got a pick 6, another great touchdown drive to start the third quarter, and now here we are. The defensive line is finally shown up. They're starting to corral Jamie Watkins at least a little bit. Alfonso Jackson seems to be a bit rattled. 2nd and 8. Dickerstick in motion. Can they figure this offense out? Hand off to Watkins, and he is brought down by Rhett Bush. What a tackle. Brought down on first contact. Another 3rd down. 3rd and 5 for Auburn. Drops back over the middle. Hits his man. What a catch. Tommy Allen. Been the best receiver on the day for this team. 90 yards. Plenty of time here. The first time Auburn has trailed all night long. Jackson, and that's a completion to Greg Thomas. His first catch gets him 5. Tough one to bring down. Back under center, 2 tight ends. Very run-heavy offense here tonight. They'll run it again. Jamie Watkins, can he get to the outside? And that's where the lack of speed will hurt him. Had a chance to get that first down, just couldn't find a way to get there. Ben Rivers having himself one heck of a day. So 3rd and 2. Here we go. It'll be a delayed give to Watkins, and he can't get there. 4th down, and they're going for it. Cabbage says it's time to get aggressive. It's play action. Jackson, he's going to take off. He'll get in and a lot more. Nobody's down the middle. He's still running inside the 25. 34 yards for the scrambler. There's just nobody in sight. On 4th and short, everybody thought it'd be a run. And when it wasn't, they just cleared out. Nobody spied. So here's Auburn now. What a change of events. Inside the 25, they'll do it again. Play action to the end zone. Intercepted! Minnesota! It's David Meyer, the safety. Oh my God! The second pick of the night for Alfonso Jackson. And now Minnesota has the lead and the ball. Quick option goes nowhere. And this is where that playoff experience comes in handy. Minnesota was here a couple of years ago. They know how hard these games are to win. Auburn, their first time. They've never played in the SEC championship. They didn't this year either. But, man, Minnesota's going backwards. Now, Paul Charles brings him down. His 10th tackle of the night. Auburn wants this ball back. Still plenty of time. This could go either way. Minnesota only 1 of 8 on 3rd down. So 3rd down and forever here. Just going to hand it off to Warren. Try to take some more time off the clock. Plenty of time for Auburn and for the redshirt senior, Alfonso Jackson. Much like Stequavius Gates in the Citrus Bowl, this is a quarterback who is also been ridiculed his entire career that he can't win the big one. They can never beat Tennessee. They could never win the division. They could never make it to the SEC championship. All of that talk, all that smoke, he came back for his redshirt senior year, 99 overall. They were up 21 points here. He's thrown 2 interceptions. He'll get the ball on the plus side of the 50. Can Alfonso Jackson lead them to victory once and for all? Legacy drive here for Alfonso Jackson. They lost Bob Rubeshaw because of him. You start this drive, dumping it off to Jamie, and he goes nowhere. What a tackle from Ben Rivers. And Eli Hayford being injured, man. Ben Rivers has come in and played amazing. 10 tackles, 2 TFLs, and a pick 6. Incredible. 2nd and 13 now. Remember, Auburn, they could still get another chance if they don't score here. They still have those timeouts, but you definitely, it's now or never. As that one's incomplete. The reject, Eric Lombardi makes the play. 3rd and 13. Things are getting spicy. Dickerstick in motion. They bring a blitz. Jackson has time over the middle. Hits his man. He'll be short. 4th down for Auburn. What is the play call here? Auburn's playoff hopes on the line. Jackson over the middle. Hits him! 1st down! Greg Thomas. Back-to-back catches. They keep all their timeouts. They're still going. Maryland I now. The handoff to Jamie Watkins. He gets to the edge, and he only gets a couple. We'll call it 5. Clock continues to run. A touchdown would give him the lead. 27 yards away. Crunch time for both programs. Jackson drops back. He has time. Dumps that short. It's another catch for Thomas. And that's another 10 yards. Inside the 20. If you're Minnesota, you got to start thinking about saving time on the clock for your own response. And Auburn Running a little clock as well. Watkins gets to the corner. He's inside the 10. And now Rick starts calling the timeouts. Here comes Auburn. They'll throw it. It's a delayed give. Broken tackle. Touchdown, Jamie Watkins. Auburn retakes the lead with a minute left. He just runs over a man. So now it goes the other way. Minnesota. They have been the underdogs all year long. 2 timeouts, a minute 5. They were down 21 in this game. And if you remember that Florida State game, they were down, I think it was 8 or maybe 5 or something with like 11 seconds left, and they won that game. Can they do it again? Minute 5. 2 timeouts for Ryan Tyler. One of the most accurate kickers in the country. Over the middle, hits his man. There goes Castillo. A big play to start the drive. And they'll hurry it up. Here we go. Season's on the line. Ryan Tyler has time. Floats it. Come back. It's caught. They're already in field goal range. It's John Clark. Here come the Gophers. Tyler. Out route. Broken tackle. First down. Inside the 25 now. 47 seconds. They could win it. Motion. It's triple option. Tyler, he will keep it. And they call a timeout. Or no, Auburn calls the timeout. 2nd and 6. Quick option. Tyler can't do it. And they call a timeout now. 3rd and 7. Third down. It's going to be a screen pass. They get it out to Warren. He has the edge. That's going to be a score. No, he's down at the 1. Tripped up. A touchdown would likely win the game. Handoff. And he stacked up. What a play by Paul Charles. 20 seconds on the clock. Minnesota has a timeout. The handoff again. This time it's a touchdown for Minnesota. They take the lead. What a drive. And what a game. So for Auburn now, 15 seconds, no timeouts. The number 1 at-large team. 9 seconds for Alfonso Jackson. 2 plays if you get a first down. What games we've had today, folks. 9 seconds left. It comes down to this. What kind of play does Cabbage have in store? Over the middle, and that's going to do it! There's no way they get back! 000! Minnesota! They are going on to face Oklahoma in the Cotton Bowl! They storm back down 21-0. A pick 6, multiple touchdowns. And then they find a way to get a game-winning drive with a minute left. Coach Rick has conquered the Auburn Tigers. And now they'll get the Sooners on a neutral field. What a game. What a day of games. We'll see you on Saturday for the other half of the first round. Holy smokes, what a game. incredible games today. We got two upsets if you're thinking about seeds. So those of you guys who went Minnesota +7, they won it. It was looking bad there for a while. It was looking mighty bad for Minnesota. Thought they're going to get ran out of their own building. But they outscore them 35-10 the rest of the way after that first quarter. So 2 upsets to start the day, or to start the CFP. The Big Ten champion wins, and the Mountain West champion win. So the number 1 at-large team chokes, and then the Pac-12 champ chokes, of course. So as always, let's check how everything ended here. Oh my God, like, look at this. It was domination early on, and then they get the long drive with that reviewed 3rd down, right? And then they get the pick 6. That was huge. Unbelievable. Let me get my screenshot in case we get the air. Remember, guys, VODs for these games, if you missed them, will be available tonight. Highlights as well, either tonight or tomorrow, depending on when I want to post them. But what I'm so excited about this matchup now is Minnesota. Coach Rick, who took over for Jay Jettis, he couldn't get it done with his team. He has to face him now in the CFP. So Alfonso Jackson, he goes 20 of 32, his final game of his career, 192, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. I know people are going to say it's his fault with the 2 interceptions that they didn't get this done, but he got the game-winning drive. The defense has to be able to hold with a minute left, and they just couldn't. Jamie Watkins, 33 carries, 146. He rumbled and tumbled all night long. I guess you could say Jackson could have ran it more. They had a great offensive game plan. It's just they couldn't finish it. Paul Charles led tackles, TFLs across the board. I guess you could say that, I mean, they only got 1 sack tonight. The 1 interception from Anthony Griffin. No deflections, no forced fumbles. And for Minnesota, remember, we got to check the stats, make sure we see who is going to be that MVP if they end up going all the way. Ryan Tyler, he goes 14 of 18, 201, 0 passing touchdowns, and an interception, 77%, and on the ground. Tyler, he had 17 carries for 26 yards. Calvin Warren, he went 15 of 60 with 3 touchdowns. McCoy played really well. He had those 3 carries. And this is only 4 different guys catching balls, but they were all pretty impactful. And then on the defensive end, Ben Rivers, have yourself a game. 14 tackles, 2 TFLs. Tommy Garcia had 3. 2 sacks here for Tommy Garcia. The interception for Myers and Ben Rivers. The deflections for these 3 guys. And and obviously that defensive touchdown for Ben Rivers. And their kicker never came out to try and attempt a field goal. So we'll check the players of the game here before we get on out of here. Remember, guys, our second half of the opening round will be Saturday morning. We'll take a short break, and then we'll have the first half of the quarterfinals on Saturday afternoon. So that will be these games. That will be Coastal Carolina and Wyoming in the Fiesta, and then it's also going to then be Oklahoma and Minnesota in the Cotton Bowl. So those are going to be awesome games. They give the player of the game to Calvin Warren, Jamie Watkins, Paul Charles, and Ben Rivers. Rightfully so. Very great games. What a way to start the CFP. Of course, you have both of the non-favorites getting it done. So I'll post the game results. I'll get the VODs going, highlights going. As always, though, thank you so much for watching, supporting the SFA. Check out Home Field. And peace. We'll see you on Saturday.